What is up, guys? Welcome. So you're probably wondering, this video, you can actually watch it. Hello guys. You can watch this video, as you can kind of see. If you're wondering what you're seeing right now, I thought I'd put this on YouTube. Oh, just sent me a new message. I thought, like, this would just be really funny, because I'm playing a game of Dead by Daylight right now, and... So what happened was, I was playing DBD, we got the alien map. As you know, the ship part in the corner of the map where some of the gen is, on the right side, where you can get out the ship from the right side, was a very terrible place. And was playing against Jason, the new Jason, as a survivor. So I had to leave that area, and I had to run straight to the jungle gym, because I got M1'd and I was in danger. And I was getting chased by Jason. And that area wasn't a very good area to loop Jason. It was a very small loop, and it wasn't very good. I don't have many perks that were good to use against him at the time. So I had this, and by the way, before I say anything, do not be surprised by this certain person in Survivor on my team, by the way, if you can see from the title. You won't be surprised from what kind of person this was, by the way. But back to the story, I was running to the jungle gym area on that side to loop him, and he lost me, but I didn't realise at the time he was chasing people on the generators that were there. Now, I know that was my fault. I didn't know they were there. That wasn't like it was an accident. Okay, it wasn't like it was an intentional. It was not intentional. It was an accident. I take responsibility for that, but I didn't know where else to take him at the time. The position that I was in, I kind of had no choice but to take him there. The pallets around that area on that map weren't very good for looping Jason, and Jason was trying to throw spears at me at the time, and I couldn't really do anything about it. So I had to kind of just use what I had to my advantage, and unfortunately there was a very angry Sable that I got into a game with. That was, I'm not surprised, by the way, it's a Sable player, that was very upset because she was on the generator and she ran away, by the way. She didn't get caught. It was her teammate that got caught. But I was there trying to help and all that, like self-caring, so I could come and help him. But because he was chasing them. And I know it was my fault. I didn't mean to bring them to the gen. But after that, she just kept running around, pointing at me. Clearly, so I thought she wanted me to heal, and she kept saying, no. And I didn't understand what she wanted. Like, I didn't know what a problem was. She kept pointing to go away, and I guess that's what it was kind of is now. But at the time, I didn't know. I didn't know what she was on about. I was like, what? What did I do? I didn't know. It was my bad, and now I know. That's the only thing I kind of felt that I didn't mean to. But even I said, when I played the game, oh shit, teammates are here. I am so sorry, teammates. I even said that to myself when I was playing the game. I didn't know they were there, and it wasn't my intention to bring them there. I know, I get pissed off when teammates do that too. It's annoying as shit. But I know I made a mistake by accident, and I tried to apologise. By the way, at the end of the game, she obviously, I'll say that, I tried to apologise, and I'll explain all that later on. But what happened was, because I got downed eventually by the killer that was chasing me, for some reason, she just kept coming up to the hook and just shaking at me, teabagging me. She was being hella toxic, not saving me. And I got second hooked because of a mistake I accidentally made, and by the way, again, I tried to apologise, and I'll explain all that in a minute. But after that, I got unhooked, and then chased by the killer again. Eventually, I just tried to get the killer to just kill everyone so the game could be over, because at this point, no gens were getting done. She had already died after being chased, and it was like, well, it's a team working game. I can't take aggro the whole fucking game by him. Plus, the loops weren't that good for this map that we had for Jason. So, yeah, I tried to apologise at the end game, by the way. I went and added her as a friend, as you see here. Do not go bully this person, by the way. It's uncalled for. I don't condone to bullying. There's a lot of people in this world that deserve to be bullied for being bullies, and this person isn't one of them. They clearly just get a little bit too heated and off their rags for simply playing this game. But this person I sent her a message, yeah? I sent her a message, long story short, and I'll play it, saying, join, are you scared? Like, are you scared? Like, why are you scared? I just want to have a conversation with you. And she eventually did join, and then I put this, I was like, because she was crying like a baby, and I was like, stop crying like a baby, you know? And then I just put this. I was just trying to get her to join, you know what I mean? So I was teasing her a little bit, but I was just trying to get her to join so we can talk like humans, and so I can apologise to her. Be a decent human being. And yeah, so I put this. Alright, here you go, guys. then I
humans. We can
actually
talk
put
to each
this.
other with
Sorry.
Come on, let's talk to each other like actual human beings, alright? We're human, aren't we? We're humans. We can talk to each other with respect, and we don't have to be absolutely toxic every time somebody gets upset over a video game. That's why we talk these things out.
And so after that, I put, come on, is the big baby scared? Like, come on, stop being a baby, stop being scared, talk to me. And then she put this. And by the way, when I put this, I want to say, before this is where it stopped. Because after she joined, I said to her, so why were you being a grumpy old... And I was saying it as a joke, like, why were you acting like you were on your pee? And you know what I mean. And I know it was more of a dark humour joke, because I'm a bit edgy, and I do say some edgy, dark humour jokes to her. And I'll apologise, maybe that was a bit too far. I do know I'm human in the end of the day, guys. But I was like, come on, why are you being a grumpy P word about women? And yes, I said that. I'm saying it because it's a nasty word. It's about women, but it's because she was acting really aggressive and grumpy and angry. I felt like it was that time of the month, and she was being grumpy. You know what I mean? So I was just doing it to be a bit of a joke. You know, like the old jokes about women are always angry. But I never mentioned it. It was all me just being friendly and silly with her. That's why I was putting all the silly emojis. But then after that, she just started, as I tried to explain to her, when she explained to me, yeah, it was because I led them to the generator. And I said, okay, because I did say, was it because I led you to the generator? And I did say, I'm sorry. It got to about sorry, and then she started interrupting me and started talking, yapping, complaining, bitch moan, you name it. And then halfway through, she just started taking the piss out of me because I have a squeaky voice, even though I'm 22. And I'm like, so it's my voice. A voice is a voice. You know, you're probably no perfect. You've got a squeaky voice. And obviously, I made a joke saying, because I made a joke to her, just to lighten up the mood, because she was very aggressive. But clearly she wasn't having any of it. She was clearly upset. She was clearly acting like she was on her pee. And yes, this is what she put after that, because she just said that I sound like my balls haven't dropped. And I'm just like, I get so sick of hearing people that just petty insults like that. It's just so fucking annoying. It's like, grow up, bro. These people need to grow up. And yes, you put, buddy, I am not talking to someone who sounds like their balls haven't dropped yet. And yes, that's what she put. And then I put after that, I just put, mama, he was being nasty to me. It has like the clown emoji, like also the nerd emojis, just being silly. And then I put this.
Darling, I'm 22 years old, and you literally sound like somebody that gets their holes plowed in every 5 minutes by men for money.
And yes, that was an insult. I know it was an insult. It wasn't supposed to be nice. I mean, she was literally saying her balls haven't dropped, and I was like, okay, fine. You wanna bite? I'll bite back. You know what I mean? For a little bit of banter with her. And I said, yeah, and that's what I said. You literally sound like somebody that takes it in the bum by all the men for money. And for like obviously like a joke, but I know, just to kind of wind her up for being a crybaby. I am kind of aggravating her, so I know a little bit of the toxicity. But even after those a couple of insults, I was still trying to be nice to her, and as you'll see here.
And you're the one that's making a big deal out of something that I tried to apologise to you for, and was asking you why you was being toxic. And then you told me I was going to tell you my apologies, but you were the one that had a SPAC attack over it, and got mad.
And then I think after that, I put, maybe next time, let people finish what they are saying, bro, before having an outburst, sweetheart. She also didn't really like when I kept calling her sweetheart, but in England, where I come from, calling someone sweetie or sorry sweetheart, it's a compliment. We're saying that, we're being polite. And she didn't even take that, and that's why she put an insult with whatever that is in, because it's on Xbox, by the way, so this doesn't show up obviously on her phone. So she was clearly upset, and she said something, and that's why I just put,
sweetheart, whatever you're typing, I can't really read that. It's just squares. Whatever you've typed, it doesn't come up on the Xbox message board, okay?
Yep, and then after that, she put this. Just don't ask who this is, but she clearly is immature and childish, and clearly acts like an absolute insufferable human being. Who the hell would ever want to date someone like this? I don't know. I'd rather be alone. But
you sound like you get no bitches, no puss, get laid, bro.
That is him. That's what he put. And then,
well, of course, because you don't want to have a proper conversation like grown adults, because you're clearly not an adult, because no actual adult acts like this towards somebody when they just tried to ask you why were you being toxic in a video game.
That's all I said, guys. Why are you being toxic? Why? And obviously, I only started insulting her after I said that.
First of all, the ship map. The place where I was getting chased by Jason was inside the ship. This is just me
explaining to her.
So long story short, sweetie, it was miscommunication from both ends.
And
and obviously miscommunication from your end because...
And that was just those those voice messages to her were just me saying, like, I explained to her what happened because she didn't want to sit in a party and talk to a grown man, like grown adults, about what was actually happening. So, yeah. And then I put offensive content, or I put a message towards me, and it says, take it up the rear end, bro. It's like, these people just, like, are so sad, man. Like, I know it's annoying to deal, it's rage-inducing, and I'm sorry for it, but to take it this far, when someone was trying to, you know, apologise. By the way, this is the DBD community, by the way. Did you see now why I hate this community? When I make these videos, I talk about why this community fucking sucks. Well, here's your proof. Here's the fucking proof. Sorry about the quality. My hand's shaking. It's because I'm trying to hold it and hold my Xbox controller. So, yeah, and then after that, I just put this.
That's funny that you actually mentioned that, because you kind of do sound like somebody that would take it up there by every man for money.
And so I said that again to her.
That don't surprise me.
And then after that, for a little snarky joke, Sable player, by the way.
I'm also not surprised that this is coming from a person that mains a Sable. I mean, most of your kind is practically useless anyways, and then you blame it on everybody else, like it's their fault that the game went the way it was, even though they were the ones that were being absolutely useless. And
then she put, I don't main Sable, just got her. Okay, and then I just put for a snarky joke towards her.
Well, you'll definitely be a perfect fit for this character and most of its community, because the way you act is pretty much how every Sable player does, so have fun.
Yeah, and then after that she put this last message. Oh wait, no, sorry, a couple more messages. And then this is what he said.
Actually, the way you act is how most Virgin acts. Actually.
Why does he sound like... I can hear her laughing in the background, but she sounds so spasticated. Like, what is wrong with this person? What is wrong with these people, bro? Is this the really DVD community? Like, Jesus Christ, you're special. Like, and so, yeah, then after that, I just put this.
Who was that? Your boyfriend? That sounds like an absolute specko.
Oh, look at me, I have to get my boyfriend involved because I can't handle a simple person on a video game. Oh, shiver me timbers, I'm shaking in my boots.
And then after that, she put another offensive message saying, yeah, your results are one night stand gone wrong, buddy. Like, grow up. So, yeah, yeah. Just, yeah. Give me a second, guys. Let me just plug this back in. So, yeah, don't ask what that was. So, you saw the whole clip there. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm just gonna message her saying, grow up. Really quick. But yeah, that happened. Grow up. Oh, grow up. Like you're acting like a child now. You're not like I was being a joke for a snarky and a little immature and sarcastic and a bit nasty with my words. Yeah, I admit it was a bit uncalled for. Back, but I didn't bite the bullet hard. Now she's just insulting me for like the sake of insulting me. And this all started again, by the way, just because in a video game I led the killer towards them. You see, I get angry and upset too at this kind of behaviour, but I don't go out my way to start harassing and annoying the shit out of people and saying nasty words, and whenever I do have a conversation with them, I actually want to speak like grown adults with them and tell them I'm sorry, I apologise for being a human being. But clearly, the DBD community is full of people, once again, that aren't fucking human beings, which is not a surprise. But just to kind of experience this kind of behaviour on a video game, because I did something wrong by an accident, in the end of the day, we're human beings, guys. We make mistakes. I made a mistake. Everyone, even the best players in the world have made mistakes. And this is how people that make one mistake treat them. I hate solo queue. And it's people like this why. And the worst part is, she's so fucking bad at the game, it's not even funny. She went down so many times. Like, in this match, I was the one that took on the killer so many times, like, on chasers. Yeah, like I was. And she's upset with me for doing the thing that she's too scared to do, guys. Like, bro. Like, you just can't win. No matter what. You try to apologize and you still get bad-mouthed. That's what I'm on about. Behavior... Oh, sorry, not behavior, sorry. I meant the behavior that is from this community is disgusting. They have no respect for other people. And I insult people too. But when I do it, I don't insult them in a horrible way. I say, can we stop being a fucking idiot, please? And when I message them, and not in a nasty way, and say, can we not make stupid mistakes, please? And try to work together as a team. And it's like... But this is the kind of... This is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of toxic people I'm talking about. The most disgusting human beings on the planet. So, I'm going to report her messages. I'm going to get her account banned because this is the kind of behaviour I do not accept. Over me trying to have a nice conversation with her. I started being snarky and being a fucking smart ass with her because she was being like this. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll bite the bullet with the bullet. I'll fight fire with fire. That's fine. I'm a human in the end of the day. I'm not trying to act like I'm someone special. I'm just fucking telling the truth. You know what I mean? I'm a human being, for God's sake. And this kind of behaviour is just fucking sad, bro. It's just sad. Like, you must, like, these people are pathetic, bro. Like, if this is the kind of people and the way you act on a video game, then maybe DBD is not for you. Maybe Dead by Daylight is not a game you should be playing. Because if you're willing to lower yourself to these standards for a fucking simple mistake that someone is apologizing to you for, and you're not accepting the apology and you're being an arsehole about it, then this game, you don't deserve an apology, you don't deserve it, you're a shit player, you're an arsehole, and maybe you deserved to get fucking shit on, and maybe you deserve to get fucking chased out the map, or get the killer load, because it's like, in the end of the day, you're a piece of shit, you're being a piece of shit. Like, grow up, you know? So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I just want to kind of show you the kind of example of what this community is like over a simple mistake that a survivor, who's not the best survivor, by the way, is just a casually good survivor, just tried to be a team player but accidentally made a mistake. Remember, guys, DBD is about not making mistakes, and if you make a mistake, the whole team will judge you and be an arsehole to you. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you all so much for watching. And by all means, I'll see you guys next time. Have fun, guys, and goodbye.